Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing one of my chit-chatty kind of giving you advice videos. I decided that I was going to ask people if they wanted to do a video about what I learned in college, and people gave me a resounding yes. Please tell us what you learned in college. So that's what I'm going to do today. Now before I start, this is a disclaimer. This is not about what clubs to join. This is not about where to live. This is not about how to study. Really, this is more so random things I learned in college that you will not know unless you go and have the experience. So I have quite a list, so I'm just gonna get started. The first thing has to do with your dorm room, okay? That is the place you're probably gonna be spending the most time. If you're studying in your room. If you're like me, I am very okay with being alone and independent, so I was in my room a lot. I also had a room to myself my junior year, so I was in it a lot more. But here are some things that you should take into consideration. Get new pillows. It sounds so dumb, but I got brand new pillows when I moved in my freshman year. They lasted me my whole 3 years on campus, and of course my 1 year online. Amazing. Having good pillows when you go changes the way you sleep. You're so much more comfortable. You need to be getting good sleep. First of all, we all know that. But when you are dead tired and you just have a pillow that supports your neck, especially if you're like on the computer all day like this, you're gonna want something to take that pressure off at night. So get good pillows. Is make sure to decorate. My freshman year, I barely decorated my space, and even more so my sophomore year. I had very few decorations, mainly because I was sharing rooms with people and I was so worried about impeding on their space and their aesthetic and their decoration. But like, screw that. You're paying just as much as they are for your half of the room. Decorate everything. So for my junior year, I got a tapestry. I added more color to my room. I took knickknacks. I had collages on my walls just to make everything feel a little bit more homey, and I was way happier in my room. Big things I learned is that your roommate does not have to be your best friend. My freshman year, the way my room was set up was like two people, and we shared a bathroom and kitchen. The two people I did not live with I really did like, but I wouldn't say we became like best friends. They had a very different schedule than I did, so we were kind of just, hi, how you doing? We'd sit, we'd eat dinner, that kind of thing, but nothing crazy. My other roommate I got along with for a little bit and then didn't really get along with the rest of the year, so I don't even really talk to her anymore. So that is okay. Like, you don't have to force a friendship if you really do not vibe with that person, if you really do not feel like you guys see each other a whole bunch. Like, if you want to be best friends with your roommate, sure, of course, make that effort. Like, don't just be like, oh, I'm not gonna be friends with you. But if you're not, it's okay. There are so many other people on campus you're gonna meet to make friends with. And also, if you don't like your roommate, don't be passive aggressive. I mean, don't be aggressive, but like, don't be passive aggressive if they do things you don't like, or like they don't clean something. Like, just be really open with people. Okay, one of the biggest things, especially if you are moving from somewhere where the cost of living is different than the place you're moving to. So I moved from Pennsylvania to New York City. That is a very big difference in cost of living. New York is one of the most expensive places. LA is another one. Chicago, there's another one. Somewhere in South Carolina is really expensive to live. So buy your toiletries, your cleaning supplies, whatever is essential basically to your daily life before you get to campus. I cannot stress this enough. Everything closer to campus is going to be far more pricey. My junior year, I finally figured out that I was just going to buy enough stuff to last me the whole year, that I didn't need to go to places around campus. Unless I ran out, of course, then I would go get it. But I took toilet cleaner, toilet brushes, gloves, giant amounts of dish soap, sponges, Swiffers, which are a lifesaver in dorm rooms, magic erasers, toothpaste, makeup wipes, shampoo and conditioner. I basically went to Sam's, or like Costco is probably the equivalent, and bought enough to last me the entire year. Another big thing, go to the doctor or clinic if you are sick. Now, I know in the US this is hard because our insurance system is so messed up, but If your college offers insurance and you don't have insurance, I would look into it. Or if you're not sure, I would ask your advisor and see if they have an insurance plan you can get on. But if you are sick, you have insurance, it's covered, you can afford it, whatever your circumstance may be, go. I had a double ear infection when my freshman year of college, and if I had not gone to the doctor, I would have been so miserable for literally like 6 months. It took me forever to go, and I could have saved myself a whole lot of heartache and pain. And if you're sick, stay home. I know we're hearing this so much right now, but if you are sick, you have the flu, you have strep. Oh my God, stay home if you have strep. If you have, and you know what, even if it's just a mental health day, stay home. A lot of your teachers are really respondent. If you, email them and say, hey, I am really sick, I will not be in class today. Can I get a copy of the notes? Or can you let me know what we're doing? Or is everything going to be online? Everything's online now, so, but just let them know, hey, I'm not going to be there. They appreciate it 1,000%, and they usually take it as an excused absence, so your grade will not be affected depending on your university's grading policy. Your high school teachers lied to you. They completely lied to you. If you took AP, if you took honors, whatever, they told you your professors will not go back, they won't slow down for one student. That is a lie. My class sizes were very small. It was either 10 to 15 people, sometimes less. But I did take big lectures with hundreds of kids, and the professor would slow down or go back every single time that someone asked. You just have to speak up and ask. A lot of my professors would straight up tell us, am I going too fast? Do we need to slow down? Let's slow down. Let's take a break. Let's make sure you guys are getting it. Your professors are there for you to learn. They want you to pass. It looks good for them. It makes sure the university keeps their class. It keeps their job. If people enjoy the class, can get the knowledge they need, and also that the professor is flexible with students, you are going to give them a better evaluation at the end of the year if they are more flexible with you and making sure you're retaining information. The next biggest thing that will help you is getting to know your RA and the campus staff. So my RAs were really, really busy majors. A lot of them were master's students, so they weren't super I didn't see them a lot. They weren't really my friend. Now, my freshman year RAs were really great. They always checked in on everyone, made sure, problems were resolved, made sure everything was cool. So they were really awesome. My sophomore year RAs, I would say they were okay, but they were really busy drama students, so they had a lot going on. And then my junior year RA, I only saw maybe twice, and it was to sign a paper. We never had floor meetings. It was very strange. But the campus staff, I got to know very well, especially the security staff. I was so nice to them all the time because they sit at a desk all day and they're literally making sure that I wasn't getting kidnapped or harassed or followed. Really awesome. A lot of them were really nice. They would talk to me. They would talk to my parents when they came in. They were really great when Sean would come to stay with me. They were always super sweet to him. Of course, there were a few that I didn't really talk to. My sophomore year, I would literally stop at the security desk and talk to people there. The security staff can help you in ways that you have no idea. The one security staff member at my college actually helped me move rooms when I was having a medical issue that the school wouldn't abide by. So she was a treat. Love her. Also, your cafeteria staff is your best friend. But there were certain ones who, Luis and Jose, if they were at the grill, I was getting a burger that day because it was going to be amazing. They were always super nice to me. They were always amazing to the students, making sure that everyone's dietary needs were in line. They would make fresh fries for people. Miss Victoria was the best at everything. She would usually be at the hot food station. Our cafeteria was kind of bougie, I'm not gonna lie. But the one day I went down and she was like, I haven't seen you all day. Are you feeling okay? And I was like, no, I've been super sick upstairs. I haven't eaten anything today. And she gave me extra food. I didn't have to pay for it. She's an angel. Befriend your cafeteria staff. Okay, next biggest thing is assume absolutely nothing about the people you're in class with. I know it is so easy to pass judgment on people, and we all do it. There are people who I was in class with who I was like, they are going to be the most annoying person in this room. And I ended up working with them on every single project because they were hard workers. They were amazing. Maybe too much of a morning person for my liking, but literally they helped me out so much. And that's where you're going to build connections with people that can help you in the future. So assume nothing about your classmates. Keep an open mind. A lot of people assume things about me because of my family or my life when we shared things about stuff. But a lot of people ended up really finding me interesting, and I made a lot of friends. Take the classes for your major first. I know this sounds like common sense, but when you're a freshman, you're looking at the course catalog, you are overwhelmed by your choices and you just want to take classes that sound interesting. If your university offers a program or a book or a worksheet or a site that you can go to that shows you what classes you absolutely have to take for your major, do it. Go on there frequently. Check, make sure nothing's dropped off. Check and make sure that nothing has been added. I did not know about this website until halfway through my freshman year. Let me tell you, it was a lifesaver. It made registering for classes so much easier because I was able to take basically all the classes that I needed for my major between the second half of my freshman year and the first half of my junior year, so that I was able to transfer online for my senior year and also take whatever I wanted my last semester of my junior year and my whole senior year. I did not have to take a class that was required for my major. So my major was journalism, so I did not have to take any journalism-based classes my senior year, which was amazing. I took creative writing classes, which made me a better writer overall, but I got to pick which ones I took, and it was so much more relaxing, and I graduated without wanting to rip all of my hair out. So if you can, save the underwater basket weaving and the color theory and painting, unless those are your majors, for the end. It'll make life so much less stressful when it comes to graduating, and your senior year will be fun and exciting rather than depressing and mopey. The thing I'm about to say is going to sound really, really cliche and dumb, but really be yourself. I mean, if you have been bullied in high school like I was, you probably have changed a lot from who you really want to be or who you really are. I mean, you can totally reinvent yourself in college. Absolutely do it. But you can absolutely just be yourself. Find your people who appreciate you for who you are and what you are, even if they are nowhere near the same as you. I don't think there's a single person that I am friends with from college who has even similar taste to some of the things I do. I mean, there is. I would say Emmy and I are the most alike, and I would say I am least like my friend Sophie. So it kind of goes back and forth. The thing is, make time for friends. It is so easy to get so wrapped up in hard work that you become antisocial and you don't even realize you're doing it. My friends and I, to combat that, would literally take all of our homework down to the cafeteria and work for like 16 hours straight together, or, you know, watch TV while we did homework in the common area. You can study with friends. If you're someone who needs total quiet, maybe not. But it made my homework so much easier. If one of them was playing music or someone really needed quiet, you know, put headphones on, talk here and there. We would make sure everyone was eating, everyone was staying hydrated. It just really became a matter of self-care and also making sure your friends were okay while getting homework done and being social to make sure that you're okay. And I did that basically the rest of my college career, and I turned out fine. I made the dean's list twice, and I got straight A's a couple times. So you can work with friends, I promise. Probably one of the biggest tips, I only have 2 more, that I'm going to tell you guys is learn how to cook at least 3 things before you go to college. Sounds stupid, but I promise you, it'll save you money if you're not on a meal plan or if you run out of your meal plan. But it's also good for if your cafeteria closes. My cafeteria closed at 8 p.m. So if I was coming back from the gym and I was starving, I would have to make some food. So things that I learned how to make: chicken salad, super easy. Omelets, which I taught my roommate Emmy how to make so she could feed herself. Mac and cheese, which sometimes I would add chicken to if I was super hungry. Tuna noodle skillet, it's basically like tuna noodle casserole in a pan. Grilled cheese, and some forms of chicken and rice, which Emmy and I often made and ate together, so we saved money. So yeah, easy things like that. Stuff you can get a lot of for super cheap. I mean, grilled cheese, bread, cheese, butter, or mayonnaise, which is the best way to make it. And then any other topping you want in there too. Super easy. And my last tip, it's the biggest thing, budget your money. I don't know how many times I had to reform a budget, or I realized I had spent way too much money in a month because I did not think about spending beforehand. One of my roommates spent money like a fiend, and then at the end of the year she realized she had no money left for the summer. So budgeting is important. It doesn't mean you can't go out and do anything, but it just means keep track of what you're spending in a notebook, on a folder, on a receipt. Save all your receipts so that you know how much you have spent. Be financially smart before you go to college, or take classes on financial literacy when you get to college. It will help you in the long run. Says it for me today. That is everything I learned in college that no one else will tell you about. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have more questions or things that you learned in college that you feel like no one talks about, put them down below. I would love to know if I missed anything, or if you have questions on certain things, and I can do a part 2. So if you guys enjoyed this, thank you so much, and make sure you subscribe on your way out and leave me a like, and let's hope that everyone can go back to campus after COVID and have a normal college experience, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.